Welcome to Front End Chatter, episode 36. My name is Simon Hargreaves.
My name is Martin Fitzgibbons.
Did I do that wrong? Did we normally do it the other way around?
Only when I'm doing the introduction.
Oh, right. Good. Oh, dear. Anyway, so episode 36. This is the Scoop episode. Or, given what's just happened at Sepang, maybe this should be the Meltdown episode.
Jeez.
But before we get into Rossi and Marquez, should we do the Scoop thing
We'll do the
first?
other scoop.
Okay. Hot new bike news.
Hotter than Sepang.
Fresh from the tarmac outside the bike shed in London.
What do you know, Mr. Scoop?
We've seen the spy shots, we've speculated on capacities and the models, etc., but we now have full details of Triumph's 2016 Bonnevilles range.
The only thing I don't get is that they're not called Bonnevilles, are they?
Well, two of them are.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what have we got? Well, basically, it is slightly confusing, actually, because you'd think they'd have a new Bonneville and a new Thruxton and a new Scrambler.
Sort of like they have at the moment.
It's kind of like they have now.
But with wet bits.
Wet bits. Oh, I see, water-cooled.
Water-cooled.
I'll get there in the end, I'm sorry.
So,
Okay.
Si, it's not just a single model, it's not just the existing models updated, we've got a whole new kind of family and a new family tree we have to get our head around.
We do, yeah, and it is slightly confusing because what we have is we have 3 new engines.
Okay.
And there are 5 new models.
Okay.
But it turns out, this is where it gets confusing, 2 of the models are Thruxtons, 2 of them are Bonnevilles, and 1 of them is a Street Twin.
Okay. So is there like a hierarchy to this
There
thing?
is kind of, yeah. I mean, if we start with the Street Twin, that's their sort of entry-level bike. That's the one with a 900cc parallel twin with water cooling.
Okay.
And then there's the standard Bonneville, which is kind of a replacement for the current Bonneville.
Which they're called the T120.
The T120.
I see, yep.
Yeah. Then there's the Bonneville Black, the T120 Black, which is basically a black version of the same bike.
Okay.
Which is fairly
Wow.
straightforward. I mean,
they
to
really
me,
went out the box there, didn't they?
See, that's where it's confusing because it doesn't. To me, that's like a Bonneville.
That's
and
the
there's
same
a
bike, isn't
couple
it?
of different versions.
Okay.
One, yeah.
So
and
a
then
Street Twin with a 900.
Yep.
A T120 with a
1200cc. Yep.
Yep.
And then there's the Thruxtons.
Now the Thruxtons, they're the ones that look a bit different because they're sort of clip-ons and cafe racer style.
That's correct. And there's 2 versions of that. There's the standard Thruxton, and then there's the Thruxton R, which is the one that comes with the Brembo calipers, the Showa big piston forks, Öhlins rear shocks, and Pirelli Diablo Rosso Corsa tyres.
Oh, okay.
So there's slightly different sort of steering geometry, I think, because we haven't got any figures yet.
No.
But it's got 20% less inertia, I think, a lower inertia crank, so it spins up a bit quicker. I think it's got a different airbox.
And it's the 1200 on the Thruxton.
And it's also a 1200, yeah. And these with a 270-degree crank. They're 8-valve. They've got water cooling, which is cleverly disguised, I think. I mean, the radiator is, I think, about the same size as the old bike's oil cooler.
I think the radiator's quite cleverly disguised if you only ever look at a picture of the bike from dead side on.